Okay. Okay, we're going to begin by introducing ourselves. I'm Tony.
And I'm Chantel.
And we're the Tony and Tell Show. And we want to welcome you to our show and thank you so much for doing this with us.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, so Evelyn Champagne King, you started out in 1977 with your first album, Smooth Talk. But you started your career younger than most people at, 17, right?
No, I was 14 when I got discovered.
Okay.
Yeah. I was 14 when I got discovered. And when I got on the road, I was almost 16 years old. So I was already traveling real early.
So what was the experience like for you being so young?
It was a trying time because I was still young in school. And then at the same time, my mom had to make sure that my mom and dad made sure I had a tutor on the road because I had a tour bus. It was pretty tough because you still want to live out your teenage years,
Right.
But I enjoy doing what I do because I love singing so much. I always wanted to be an entertainer.
Okay, yeah. What was your first reaction hearing your first song on the radio?
Oh, my God. I freaked out. I did. I actually literally passed out when I first heard my song because no one was at the house. And inside, we was living in an apartment building in New York, and I heard my song, and I just, how you just flutter with sweat, and I was just, was overcome by what I heard because I was going, that's me, and I couldn't share it with no one because no one was home. So I just literally fainted. It was the cutest little faint because I'm telling you, it would be looking like a movie. Like you would look at a movie and they go, oh, she's really acting out this part,
Right.
So I was very stunned, happy, thrilled, and at the same time saying this guy was really serious, which is T-Life, the one that discovered me. And, when he said, one day I'm going to make you a star, and I said, yeah, right. Here it is. So I was very, very happy.
Okay.
Yeah, they heard you singing in the bathroom, right?
No, not in the bathroom. I was coming out of the bathroom.
I was
coming out of the men's room, and I was vacuum cleaning while singing.
Yeah.
So while I was singing and vacuum cleaning at the same time, I was probably louder than the vacuum cleaner to him because he heard me enough to come around and say, did you know who was singing? And I acted like I didn't know who it was. I was just, in my jeans, my little torn up jeans and just doing my job, being with my mom. And my mom was on the other side of the hallway,
Yeah.
She was working, cleaning. And then he just said, are you here with anybody? I said, yeah, my mom's around there. Go talk to her, like that. and I have to say, I had a little bit of edge on me because I was trying to work. And I was saying, why is he here? Because no one was supposed to be there, as far as I was told. Yeah. So he came back around and he said, you sure you didn't hear anybody? And I just, kept on vacuuming. But my mother already told him it was me. It had to be her back there singing because there was no one else in the place. Mm-hmm. And 2 months later, well, actually 2 weeks later, I was inside I think it was his living room or John Fitz and Reuben Clark, was the Writers of Shame. So I went and met up with them, and they was playing the guitar. They played the song down, and they said, T-Life just said, go ahead and sing it. And I sang it down, and they just went crazy. They said, that's a hit.
Wow, yeah.
So, and here I am, almost 37 years.
Yeah. Wow. Now, your first album, Smooth Talk, it went platinum, but you had the top 10 hit Shame on there. Now, I have to tell you, that's one of my favorite songs. I'm 17, but I still love that song.
Yeah. Thank you. Well, the platinum part, I would like to see, because I didn't see a platinum yet.
Oh, you didn't?
No. And I'm still trying to track that down, because I never seen a platinum anything. So if it is, someone find it and give it to me, please. I'd like to know. I know I got gold and silver records, so I'm very proud. But I heard that. I mean, even with Shane, they were saying it was platinum. I'm like, it should have, but I never saw it.
Oh wow, that's
and
crazy.
back in the day, believe me, you didn't see a lot of things back in the day because you're young and things be taken away from you without your knowledge. So I went through things like that.
Exactly. Okay, so then let's fast forward to 1982. You had your Get Loose album, and then you had Love Come Down on there, which was #1 on the R&B chart.
Yes.
What was that feeling like for you?
Very, very exciting because it was like a comeback. You have your ups and downs, which I'm aware of. And it just felt very for the now. At the time, it was the time for that. So I was very happy to have something come back, and Kashif and Paul Lawrence made sure that happened. They made sure, Maury Brown, all three of those guys, they made sure that I came back full force. So, you had Shame, I Don't Know If It's Right, Love Come Down, I'm in Love. I just kept following it up because I had Music Box after that was the one that wasn't paid much attention to, the second album.
Right.
So we just kept moving, and I was very, very proud and very happy. I mean, you got excellent producers, excellent writers all the way around, so I was very happy.
Right.
What was that first video experience like? Like actually seeing your song be put in a video?
I was excited for it because I always wanted it to happen. I got tired of seeing, when I always looked at the videos on television, they were just, it was a lot of them where they weren't really singing and acting out what they were saying. I mean, if you're singing a song and you want to do a video, you got to put like almost a story to it. So
a visual.
Yeah, and a lot of them didn't have a visual really. They was just doing a lot of dancing. I'm like, okay, anybody could dance off a video, but then it was way too much, where it's not showing your acting ability and what you're expressing while you're singing.
Exactly.
To me, that portrays how you're going to perform it.
Mhm.
So I knew that, even when I was doing my little steps on I'm in Love, but when I was doing my Love Come Down, I mean, it was all expression and what I had to say. Mm-hmm. I wanted to make sure that people had a song, so I made sure that was happening.
Yeah. So what would you say your goal or your intention was when you first came in with your career?
Was to make people happy, show them that, there is good songs out there, good talent, and showing that I'm true to what I do, not just to have the word fame or stardom in it. It's about being yourself and enjoying what you love so much. And I can say that, a lot of them don't understand what that means today, but they're going to learn because it takes a long time for you to even, jump over some hoops to still say that you have your name and your name is recognized. And I'm blessed every day to say my name is still recognized from my fans because they appreciate what I do.
Yeah. Right.
And I thank them for that.
Yeah. Now you face some family deaths. I don't want to go into it because I read you say it's a little heavy. Like with deaths in the family, I want to know, how do you handle that sadness when you have to go on stage and perform? Some of us, we don't know, we don't see the background. We just want you to sing.
That's right.
We just want to sing. But sometimes, how do you fight through that sadness and tragedy to keep going along?
Well, I know that when I first lost my daughter, it was very, very tough. It's still, I still go through it every day. I literally cry in corners, and my husband finds me in corners. So it goes on every day. It's an everyday struggle for me. And then when you lose your mom, your dad, your brother, all in 1 year. I had already lost an older brother in 72, I think it was. But it's really tough. I mean, we all go through trying times, but to express it the way I got to travel, like you're saying, y'all never see how I deal with it. But the way you saw on Unsung is how I deal with it. It's very, very tough. And they don't see that side, because actually what I do is I share it with them on stage. When I perform, I share my love for my family on my stage, and when I perform. At the same time, I know my family's watching me. They're watching me. They're overhead.
Exactly.
And I know that my daughter's taken care of by my mom and dad and my brother.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it shows because when I see you, when I watch interviews, you can see the beauty and the smile and the shine in your face. So I know they're either a part of you, they're standing around you, but
yes. I mean, I could be in so much pain, but you would never know. But unless I'm, letting you know, I mean, it's a pain, but it's a happiness because I know that God has given me a chance to share my love and them to share their love with me while they were here. So even though they're not here physically, I know that it shines over my head every minute I hit the stage, every walk of life I take. So I'm very proud to say that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So what does it mean to be an entertainer to you?
What it means to be an entertainer?
Yes.
Being real, being true, enjoying your craft that God has given me, and staying with it instead of, just saying I can't do this anymore. It's up to Him to tell me when it's time to stop. And and that's going to be a while. I don't foresee it, happening anytime soon. But
so
we can always. It's going to be embedded in me for the rest of my life. But the entertainer is being true to your fans and showing them the real side of you instead of the fake side of you. And I don't have a fake side.
Right. Okay, so seeing what you went through in the business, like you said, you didn't see the platinum from the first album. You went through the deaths of family members and, everything cured at a young age. Would you do this experience over again if you had the chance to?
I would, but not in some things the way it was done. I would change the management. I would change management. I would probably, learn more business. I would be more business savvy even at a younger age because the kids today, some of them are just a lot more experienced than we are. And, it's a learning process every day in the music business. So actually in any entertainment world, you got to learn, you got to first know who you're dealing with. You got to have decent surroundings and you got to always stay away from the negatives and try and move forward with the positive. And that's what I'm trying to do. You never really will see anything negative on me unless somebody done really made Evelyn mad. I mean, it takes, it don't really take much because my family, my husband, and I have a puppy. My puppy means a lot to me. And if anything is messed up with that and with my business, then that's a bad sign.
Yeah.
But they know to stay clear of that.
Right.
Okay, now my dad is a huge fan. His name is Isaac. So I told him I was interviewing and I was like, do you want to have like a specific question for her? Now he gave me 50. But I said, wait a minute now. Just give me one good one. Because he's a huge fan. So he just told me, wanted me to ask, what are some of your favorite places to perform? And do you still enjoy touring after all these years?
I love performing everywhere because I feel like this. I want to experience what I can experience while I'm here.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't get a chance to leave to go around the corner, and they never know what's promised. And when I first started touring, I have to say, just to see my mom and me go to Virginia or my dad and me go to London or, the way we traveled together, you're seeing things you never saw before. You're seeing other walks of life, how people live. All those things mean a lot because we shouldn't take too much for granted here. And I'm very, very proud of traveling. Wherever I go, I'm excited just to go. I love traveling overseas because you get to see another side of the world. But when I traveled over in Jamaica and Africa, I was in Nigeria. It was very hard because they don't have what we see on the news a lot of the time. It's really there, what you see, and people just say, they're always showing the bad, but it is really bad. They need help, or you know what I mean? So I travel everywhere, and I respect it so much because that's the only way I'm going to learn. So I love traveling.
Yeah.
All right.
And tell your dad, thank you very much for being a big fan.
Okay. I tell him.
Okay, so in 2007, you released your first album
in a while. Yeah.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah. Why did it take so long?
Well, I wasn't ready to come back out yet with anything because I wanted to make sure if I was going to come back out, I wanted to come back strong. I had such a heavy heart, of dealing with so many, many things going on. And I've been going through things myself. I was sick in 2006. A lot of people didn't know. In 2006, I had passed away almost for a minute.
Wow.
And, and I was brought back because I had a fibroid, which I be trying to, tell a lot of young ladies, when they have, heavy menstrual cycles, which is important, girls don't want to talk about a lot of the time, or their parents don't want to talk to them about it. But I was very, very sick. And in 2006, Evelyn was really not here. So, I'm testifying to coming back and, having a second chance at life from God. So I have been, it's been up and down. But when I wanted to come back, Preston Glass, which was, one of the producers, Preston Glass, Tony Haynes, my husband and I, Preston introduced me to a record deal. It was a short term, even though it was a short term. It was just to put me back out to say, Evelyn's still here.
Yeah. Right.
The open book CD I put out with, with the intent of just to let people know this is me singing from my heart of what I went through.
Right.
Open book was written by me, my husband, Preston Glass, and Tony Haynes. And my husband also, Freddie Fox, which wrote a couple of songs with me on the CD. And you have several people on there that, they just understood that Evelyn was going through so much. So we have to give her something to show the people that she still got her voice, but she's bringing her heartfelt songs out to you. So it took a while, but I'm not stopping, just
Yeah, all right now.
Okay,
I'm working on some new stuff.
All right.
So we recently seen you on the Soul Train Awards, like last year, I believe it was, with Jennifer Hudson, and you was dropped it like it's hot on the stage.
I enjoyed that.
I can tell.
Yeah.
I did. So you have a question about it? You want to know what happened?
Yes.
Well, I was happy about it. I was shocked first of all, because I was going, okay, all these years I've been on, Don Cornelius' show. God bless him. I hate he's gone. He left way too soon. But I was already on Soul Train Awards. I mean, doing Soul Train for so many years.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, I'm being called to Soul Train Awards. So I was a little shocked. So I was going, okay, why? Why now they want me? That's what I was saying to myself. But then when they played, I was sent Jennifer Hudson's song so I could hear it. They were saying, oh, you hear this? It sounds like I'm in love. And I went, wow, it's a takeoff of I'm in love. And that's what they were going after, is sounding similar to I'm in love. But I was very shocked. And she was very, she was very humble and was very gracious and saying, I love Evelyn Champagne King too. And, and it would be great for her to come and do this with me. And there I was.
All right.
It was me and Shaka Khan and T.I. I mean, I was more elated than anything because, first of all, Shaka Khan is my idol.
Exactly.
So,
right.
I idolized Shaka Khan. And then you got Jennifer, a young lady I never met. And I've always admired her, doing her work from start. Once she was on American Idol, I mean, come on.
Yeah.
I knew she was going to make it,
Exactly.
You're hearing a rich, true, unique voice. She had her own style. So so there I was, but I had to let them know. Excuse me, I might be, I'm proud to say I'll be 54 July the 1st, just so you know, too.
Oh, wow. No, you ain't looking.
Thank you. I stayed out of trouble as a kid. But I had to let them know. Once I dropped it, the whole audience was like, whoa. I'm like, here I am. I never left. There you go. Bam, there you go. I just had to do it. It felt so good. You don't know.
Oh, I don't blame you.
But that's all right. Sometimes you have to show people you still got it.
Yeah, I mean, they was thinking, okay, and they were shocked when they said the name, because a lot of people didn't know I was there. And you look in the audience, and you see it's a lot of youngsters that have no clue of who we are, you know.
Exactly.
I mean, they heard your song, but they don't realize you're still here. They think you're gone. A lot of us have left, have already gone from the 70s, you know.
Exactly.
A lot of them has passed, you know, from the things they've done in the past and, you know, the pain and the suffering of the, you know, diseases or whatever they went through, illnesses, they're gone. We lost so many.
Yeah.
But I had to show that from our era, we are still here. And I went, in my head, I went, bam, yes, drop it. That's it.
And what a lot of young people don't understand is the artists of today sample some of y'all songs and, you know, of the past. And we jam to, I can't describe the same thing as Evelyn, in Love. Like,
that's right. That's right.
Feel good music is long lasting.
Right. The first time I ever noticed that I got some respect was when I heard Ice Cube. Ice Cube did a song of mine. It was on his rap, you know, he was rapping and he did a song and it had one of my songs on there. And I was so proud that he even gave me some, you know, some props.
Yeah.
I mean, when they respect you like that, that's when it means a lot to us. But when they just take it and run with it and they're out there making the billions and you're still sitting going, okay, why am I paying all these bills and shouldn't be doing this like this? And why am I still sitting in the same area? It's a lot of things go on like that in the business. But I am proud and flattered of the ones that, you know, that respect us enough to say, here, we like her music or anyone from our era. Not just speaking to myself, but we respect that. Because we paved the way for a lot of them, and they just, some of them don't want to, you know, acknowledge it.
Exactly.
That's right. So are you working on anything musically now?
Yes, I am. I'm also working on a venture. Also, it's a book out, just so you know. It's a book out. It's not my book, but it's a book called The First Ladies of Disco.
Okay.
And it's a lot of artists in there from the 70s. We have divas. It's a lot of disco divas. I'm getting ready to do a venture with, I don't want to, put too much out because it's supposed to be a surprise.
Don't jinx it like this.
Well, it's a surprise, so I can't say too much of what's getting ready to happen. But I'm going for a photo shoot, and it's going to be me, Martha Wash, and Linda Clifford. So,
all right.
And probably some ladies of chic. So we're doing, you know, we're trying to work on some things together. But I can't give you any more than that.
Okay.
That's one thing going on. But don't forget the book, and it's by James Washington, James Arena.
Okay.
Yeah.
Two gentlemen, James Arena and James Washington. They have a book. It's called The First Ladies of Disco.
First Ladies of Disco.
But as far as me individually, though, I am going to be working on my own CD again, independently. Not looking for a deal because they ain't going to pay no money. Because they don't, you know, you know, it's best to have your own independency today. And I'm trying to really work hard on that.
Yeah.
Okay.
What was the Unsung experience like, and why was you so open to sharing so much about yourself?
On the Unsung? Well, because the Unsung was very important for me to do because, well, first of all, a lot of people take it in such a negative, and they say, well, unsung is, you're unsung because nobody really knew. I personally think it's nobody really knew what went on with your life.
Exactly. Right. That's what I was explaining earlier, yeah.
And the flip side of it is some of them will say, well, it's a negative way of putting out bad thing on bad people, you know. No, believe me, they know who they are that's done dirt for me, done dirt to me. And some of them are not here. But the main thing is I have to move on from that. And I'm strong. It shows my strength. And it showed that, yes, we have the same situations going in any other family. You know, we just have a different type of job. And, you know, what are you going to do with that? And we have struggles. And we have losses. And we have, you know, but I love what I do. And I'm happy. You know, I went right from, you know, from where it led to what I'm about now. I'm still about the strength, the family, the love, the loss, and I'm happy with my husband. And, right. And we keep it together, and that's the way I'm doing. So it meant that much to me to do that.
Okay, so you know it's a lot of reality TV going on nowadays. with shows like R&B Divas and Atlanta Housewives and many others.
I know, and I watch them all. Not religiously, but I do. I peep some of them. Oh my goodness! Are you getting ready to say, am I about to do any of those? No.
Yes, that's what I was saying. Are you considering?
I don't think I want to go that route. I don't want to go that route unless it's on a positive. It's too much negative.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Actually, they're showing exactly what we want to watch. Sometimes you want to watch some craziness, but I don't think that's a good vibe for me because it's not me. I'd rather have something. I'm trying to, let's put it out there. If I could get to Oprah's network and just say, listen, I would like to have a show where it's involving kids, trying to teach kids, trying to talk to kids about music, what they want to do in life. Something like that. That's what I want to focus on because I love children. So if I can do something like that, that's my way of giving back.
Yeah.
Okay.
What have you learned about yourself over your entire career and dealing with this music business, which could be nasty, good, positive, negative, and all the works?
First, that I'm still crazy as I was when I first came out. I don't need a drug to carry on. And my drug is my music and my husband. He's my biggest drug. And I love him more than anything. And that I can be a good wife and that I'm very strong and that my mom and dad brought a beautiful woman in the world that shares her talent with everyone. And that I can be who I want to be, not what someone wants me to be. And that I don't need to be. And I always tell a lot of youngsters when I'm talking to them backstage, never be a follower, be a leader.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's what I learned about myself.
Okay. All right. Your husband, he tours with you, right?
My husband still works with me, but he works more. Okay. Well, he works with Shaka Khan as well.
Oh, wow.
Yes, he's a lead guitarist, and he tours with me. He's my rock.
Yeah,
he's with me every step of the way. We're both with each other. We support each other, and that's what's very important. Yeah. Now, if he's gone away from me a day, I cry. So if we've been married, it'll be almost 24 years, December 3rd.
Ooh, wow.
Wow.
But he's my strength. He's my strength.
Yeah. Is that what keeps you humble?
Yes. That's what keeps me humble. At the end of the day, it's like I know that when I turn around and I look at his face, when I wake up in the morning, if I see that he's still taking a breath, that I know that our day is going to start beautifully.
Yeah.
Amen.
Yes.
All right. So I know you have a upcoming show down here in Miami coming up.
Yeah, I'm getting ready to come out there. I'm excited. It's been a while.
But let everybody know where it's going to be at and, whatever else you want them to know.
Well, right now I'm getting ready to do the Ultimate Drag Queen show. Did y'all hear that one? That's at Magic City. Why y'all laughing? Okay, I'm getting ready to do that one. And let me see. I was there. It wasn't in Miami. I've been back and forth, but I haven't been in Miami in a long time.
I
Yeah. But, certain places, of course, that they're saying that, they're banning artists from being in Miami and this and this. I'm sorry about all the things that went down, but this is a totally different show, and I just cannot wait to get there and see my fans because it's been a while.
Yeah.
So I'm praying that they all come out.
Yeah. We're going to make sure I tell everybody.
Okay. Are you coming?
Let us know when you get down here. We can meet up with you and stuff, and we'll make sure we promote it on our Facebook and Twitter and whatever else.
You got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Again, we want to thank you so much.
I thank you guys, and I think you have a Facebook on here.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll make sure I give a shout out. You give a shout out as well.
We will. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We're on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook.
Oh, y'all all over the place. All over the place, huh?
All over the place.
That's right.
Oh, well, I thank y'all very much as well.
Thank you so much. You have a blessed day.
And I want to give a shout out to my husband, saying I wish him all the best and all the blessed birthdays coming in the following years. His birthday is today.
You want to sing happy birthday for him?
Yes.
And it's like a special thing for us to hear, like to hear you sing, so the artist can hear you sing.
Okay, you ready?
We're ready.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to my husband, 35. Happy birthday, I love you.
All right.
And then we go like this. Ooh, you make my love come down. Okay, there we go.
All right. You know what?
I had to let him know, you know.
When you come down to Miami, maybe we can have lunch or something, because I love the jam to Love Come Down. And you can sing to me all day.
All right. Thank y'all so much.
Thank you.
Okay, you have a blessed day.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye.